my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you my weekday homeschool routine from morning to night and everything we do in between those hours to make sure that Ava stays structured and on schedule. Before we get into the video, if you're new to my channel, my name is Angela and I'm so happy that you found my little piece of the internet here. I like to do videos on all things about motherhood, family, and lifestyle. Everything from organizational, cleaning, routine, mom tips in general. So I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell. Routines for us, not only so that Ava is structured. Ava thrives with routines. She likes knowing what to expect and what we're going to be doing next. But I also do that to ensure that myself and my husband Mirik can get everything that we need to get done during the day. We both work from home, which is a blessing. I absolutely love that we can both work from home, but also it does have its struggles when you have a little toddler running around who always wants your attention. So I really find that this homeschool weekday routine keeps us all in line and structured and make sure that we all have enough time to get everything done throughout the day. What I did is I made this little weekday homeschool routine printout. Now you can do this in a planner for yourself, you can do it on a whiteboard, keep it on your phone, and maybe what I'll do is the day that I upload this, I will also post this on my Instagram stories and I'll put my handle right here. Make sure that you guys follow me along because I also do lots of mom tips on there as well so that you guys can print this out or use this as your own guide. Now, my number one tip for you is don't lock yourself in to times. I find that when I do that, it just actually ends up putting more stress and more pressure on me. For instance, I have to start homeschool at 9 a.m. and I have to do homeschooling for 2 hours and we have to eat lunch by 12:30 and we have to have craft time. No, it doesn't work like that, especially with a toddler. You know that every day is a new day and you just have to kind of roll with the punches. What I do is I break out the times a day into blocks. So the first block is morning, then mid-morning, then lunchtime, afternoon, dinner time, and evening. That way I just know the times a day is a rough guide on what I need to accomplish and get done in order to keep Ava happy and motivated and thriving, especially when I want her to be focusing and learning. Now, in terms of homeschool, Mirik and I decided as a family that we would keep Ava home this year for school. You know what, she's only 3 years old, so I'm not that concerned. And I actually am pretty proud of ourselves because we've gotten a really good rhythm going and she is doing really well. With homeschool, I like to try and get it in at least 2 to 3 times a week. At first when I started, I was like, I'm gonna do it every day, which is silly because even if I registered Ava for preschool every day, she wouldn't be doing it every day. That doesn't mean to say that Ava's not learning every day, but I mean like structured, sit down, let's go to our homeschool room time. So let me go through this schedule with you guys, and hopefully this will motivate you to time block yourselves and create your own homeschool routine. So the first block of time is morning. So everybody has their own different morning routine. I actually haven't updated my morning routine in a while, so maybe I'll get to that. But our morning routine, we get up. Usually we like to have snuggle time in the morning. We're all slow movers in the morning, I will be honest. I wish I could wake up at 5 a.m. and get going, but that is just not who I am. So we get up, we always have snuggle time, we have breakfast, we brush our teeth, then I get dressed. Now while I'm getting dressed, Ava can have some playtime, she can read some books, snuggle up in my bed while I'm getting dressed, whatever she wants to do, then we get her dressed. So after we get her dressed, then it is our mid-morning time block. And that is when I do homeschool. So this routine is specifically for my homeschool days. So homeschool lessons are mid-morning, and I roughly spend about an hour to an hour and a half on my homeschool lessons. Now, I like to break out my homeschool lessons into chunks of time, and every day we always start out with the same routine. We start our warm-up for school with doing our calendar routine, going through days of the week, and the months, and then the weather. From there, I always like to ask Ava what we learned in the previous lesson, and then we move on to new lessons. I review her numbers, and then we also do letters. I always like to do lots of interactive lessons with Ava as well. So there's so many great resources online, and what I love best, especially when I'm doing letters with Ava, are these dot marker sheets. So it's just all the letters of the alphabet and then whatever letter I'm focusing on. So right now we're focusing on the letter G. Ava's going to take these awesome dot markers. We got these from Amazon, so I'll put the link down below. These are better than bingo markers because these are washable. They don't leak as much either. Ava just now has to put a dot marker in each circle where she finds the letter G. This exercise has helped her so much with letter recognition. And then I've also made up my own sheets with number recognition because she really seems to grasp onto this. Okay, so what color do you want to use, Ava? Pick one color. Blue, okay. We're gonna head to the bathroom and do one of Ava's favorite activities, and that's playing with water. I'm from the mindset that as a 3-year-old, making her sit at a desk and do worksheets all day is not gonna be good for her. It's gonna make her miserable, it's gonna make me miserable, and she's not gonna get any learning done. I think that kids and little ones learn best through playing. So I came up with this activity called alphabet soup. So I have these big plastic letters, and I've put them in the bath with some water. She has a ladle and she has to stir the soup and then scoop up all the letters, and she has to tell me what letter they are. She loves this activity and it really helps her learn, and she has fun doing it. Ava, show everybody your alphabet soup. Wow. Yes. Where's the letter A? Where's the letter A? Got it. Good girl. Keep it in your bowl. Where's the 3? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 5? 5. Yeah, put the 5 down. 5. Where's the 6? 6. Good girl. I receive a lot of questions whenever I homeschool Ava about what lessons I use. A lot of it's just learning through play, but I do use 2 resources that I have found invaluable. First is from the Busy Toddler, and this is their Playing Preschool. It's 190 days of at-home learning, and she divides everything up into units. So the units are everything from apples, nursery rhymes, clothing, food, weather, on the farm, things that go together, transportation, and they're so much fun. And she has lessons broken out from Monday to Friday and helps you really get into a routine. Now, I just recently discovered this other resource, and guys, I am in love with it. This other resource that I have absolutely been loving is from ABCDE Learning. I'll put the website down below and her Instagram handle. She has so many free resources. I can't believe how much actually she has for free. Everything's always really fun and entertaining. But what I just recently purchased from her is this Christmas activity book. I believe it was $3.50. $3.50. And you get all of these resources. So what I did is I printed everything out, this cute little title page. Now, since we're working on numbers, so I printed all of this out. I just put it in one of these little plastic folders. And then I got some stick-on Velcro tabs. So then Ava has to find where the number 5 would go. So then she can stick it on this. So then that means everything is reusable. Then this is cookie shapes. So then she has some colored cookies that I printed out. Same thing, I put Velcro tabs so she has to match the shape. Count and feed Santa cookies. There's A, B, C's and ornaments. Everything is so nicely brightly colored. She can work on her colors, writing practice. I absolutely love this resource, but really Ava's 3, so I'm not gonna stress too much and make her do regimented schoolwork, especially with worksheets. You know what, if I get an hour in a day, that's amazing. But then throughout the day, I also throw in little lessons. So craft time or activity time, even when we're out and about, if we go to the grocery store, we're driving, I'll go, oh look, there's a letter A. She'll point to the letter A. And then I find then she likes to do that as well. So then she'll start pointing things out to me. So learning through play at this age, I think is the best thing to do. And honestly, moms and dads, don't put the pressure on yourself. Then after Ava's homeschool lesson, I move into the next time block, which is lunchtime. So while mommy preps lunch, I always sit Ava down at our kitchen table usually, or even on the kitchen floor with some structured playtime. So she can have a specific toy or Play-Doh or building blocks. I like just to get her to use her creative imagination and make sure that she's really focused on one task, not just running into her playroom and dumping everything out of the storage boxes. So then after Ava has her playtime, then we sit down together and we always have lunch, and I like to catch up. We have nice chit chat, and I always talk to her about what's coming up for the rest of the day so that she's not expecting just to stay at home when I actually need to take her out to run errands. I find that Ava does a lot better when she knows what to expect throughout her day. So then after lunch, it's our afternoon. So afternoon, we either run errands, we have outside time or structured play time, and then quiet time. So today is a day that I actually have to run an errand. I placed a grocery order, so we're actually gonna go and pick up those groceries. So I placed a grocery order online, so Ava and I are just gonna head to pick that up. She wanted to come in the car. Ava, can you say cool dude? Cool dude. So we're just gonna get some groceries and then head on home and play outside in the snow. Look at the snow. Look at, it's like a Christmas card out there, but it's not even December yet. Do you wanna see a sneak peek of our lights? Okay, I'm not gonna show you anymore. You guys have to stay tuned. Then when we get back, I've promised her outside time. It is winter here and we do have a lot of snow on the ground, so not every day can we actually get outside because some days are just too darn cold. Today's actually beautiful out. So we'll get home, we're gonna have some outside time. I always like Ava to have outside time because I find it really helps get out her energy, and then I don't have a cranky little girl throughout the day, and I also find it much easier when I need to put her down for bed at night. After her playtime outside, we always like to come in, and I always like to do a craft with Ava, whether it's like a pre-made craft. And speaking of pre-made crafts, make sure you guys are hitting the dollar store right now. They have so many great little crafts that you guys can pick up, like this little set. Ava loves painting, and it's 13 plaster figures, and they're all little ornaments. So I thought that that'd be really cute. Ava could paint all these and then give it out to family. They also have cute little wooden sets where Ava can just color in these figurines. So I do like to use a lot of these pre-made crafts. Sometimes Ava just wants a piece of paper and her paints, and then she can go at her. Whatever it is, I always like every day for Ava to have some craft time. Then after our craft time, I always like Ava to have a little bit of quiet time. Now, quiet time doesn't mean nap time. Sometimes it turns into that, but she just goes into her room and she sits quietly or reads books, whatever it is, but she really likes that quiet time. Now, this quiet time is really important to mommy because when Ava has quiet time, that means I get some work done. So I am a work from home mom. I'm a choreographer, so sometimes I have online rehearsals or meetings, Zoom meetings, phone calls to make planning in general. But then I also started this YouTube channel in April, and it's actually become a huge passion of mine. I love this. I'm kind of starting to pivot and turn a corner and focus a lot of my time on YouTube. My main passion is sharing mom tips with all of you and how to make more life productive and joyful while ticking off all those to-do list items without feeling overwhelmed. So I would sincerely love it if you guys would click that subscribe button, because I am so inspired by all of you and all of the moms that I have met along the way. I love this community of people and I'm so grateful to all of you. So after quiet time, Ava comes out of her room and then we like to play together while mommy makes dinner. Miracle will get Ava going on a new activity to do together. Sometimes they just like snuggling, watching a movie together. Sometimes they'll play a game or read books, or sometimes he even, which is great, he'll review some of the lessons that I did during the day with her. He won't necessarily sit down and do worksheets, but he'll ask her what letters she worked on, and then they'll read a book together, and then he'll point out the letters. Just little things like that is fantastic because it's repetition and it reiterates everything that she already learned throughout the day. This next part of this video, I just want to let you guys know that we were kindly gifted and sponsored by the app Kidopia. Kidopia is an early learning and educational app for kids and toddlers like this little munchkin of mine here. These little ones don't even know that they're learning because this app is so much fun. She learns everything from ABCs, math, language, sorting, there's games and puzzles on there. There's so much fun, and then there's not as much mom guilt if I give her the app because maybe I need to get something done or we have a long car ride, especially with winter and us spending so much time indoors. I know that this little one of mine is gonna get lots of use out of this Kidopia app. And you guys can also use my code Angela_20 where you can get 20% off a yearly subscription. Make sure that you guys check out this Kidopia app because it is so much fun. Then we will have dinner together. Then after dinner, we always like to play a game together or watch a TV show as a family. I think that's really important to dedicate that family unit time and that bonding time together, especially before she goes to bed, because then she's so happy and she's content. Then it is evening. For our evening routine, Ava doesn't have a bath every single night. Especially where we live, her skin can get really dry. So she usually has a bath every second night, then brush her teeth, PJs, story, prayers, and bed. Good night, Ava.
Night, Mom.
So that is Mommy's weekday homeschool routine. I love the structure of this routine that I've set out for us. But what I love even more is that it's broken out into suggested times of day, instead of holding my hands to the fire and saying I have to get everything done between these hours. Moms, we all know that we put enough stress on our own shoulders as it is. We don't need a clock ticking in the background saying, don't forget, you're gonna be late to do this. Moms, I know that homeschooling your little ones is hard, whether you're teaching them directly or they're learning virtually, or even if you're just at home with a little one all the time. Especially given the pandemic right now and cases are rising and there's so much unrest and uncertainty. Give yourselves a break and just know that you are an amazing mom. And from the bottom of my heart, please listen to this one note. My mom always used to tell me that you are enough. And I hear her voice in the back of my head because I need that reminder constantly. So moms, you are enough and you are the perfect mom to your little one. So just take a deep breath and know that sometimes you don't need to get to everything that's on that list of things to do. You can set out the best plan ever, and if not everything gets done, that's okay. All right guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and also remember to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. I'm actually gonna be trying to do Vlogmas. I think that's a huge undertaking, so I'm not sure if I'll actually get it done. Maybe I'll do every second day. But I'm really gonna try hard. I'm gonna give it the old grade A effort. So wish me luck on that, but I would love for you guys to follow along because I'm not only just gonna vlog throughout our day, I'm actually gonna try and offer you guys some helpful tips and tricks as a mommy that I'm gonna do over Christmas. So make sure you stay tuned guys, and also make sure you follow me on Instagram. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!